your racism away, Ricky.
It's tucked in good and tight.
Okay.
Ooh, the dub on this. Here we go.
So it has been quite a long time since we played last, but there isn't much to this adventure so far. So everybody except for Eli arrived pretty much together at the ticket booth to this carnival. You entered, and Oriana, James's character, quickly left and had to go do some work. But you guys made your way around the carnival, visiting. I don't know where you went first, but you definitely went on a melancholic swan ride and witnessed a mermaid singing, who then taught you some lessons. Let's see, you went on the Mystery Mind and were presented with your greatest fears. Nikki is still suffering nightmares because of it. You went to the Lost Property, I believe, maybe. I don't know, I'm running a different group.
Do
you guys know-
Been to the Lost Property?
If you talk to a giant
Oh, yeah, we did. We go to
beast.
the Lost and Found. Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. You saved a man from flying, or from falling, on the dragonfly rides. And throughout the entire night, there has been what now, I believe you guys, there's been a ruckus being caused throughout the entire carnival by what seems to be one individual. Oh shoot, do you all know if you guys made it to the Hall of Illusions?
Yes. We did.
Hall of...
Okay, so then you would have seen Candlefoot, and you would have heard that his voice was stolen tonight by some bird-like figure. And you know what? I believe we were at the end of the Dragonfly ride, or no, we were at the Lost Property, which is, I don't know. Let's see if you guys can see this. Let's see that whole thing.
I think that's where we last left off, was the Lost Property.
Yeah, we're right sort of up here.
Yeah.
So we will begin as you all step away from the Lost Property. Who cares about ticket punches? We'll say you have enough. You'll just get through what you get through.
Cool.
As you guys are just wandering, walking away, pushing your way through the crowds, you hear and yelling begins as who has what are your guys' passive perceptions? Who has the highest?
Let me check.
Mine is 11, not very high.
I have 12.
I probably go with the 12. I don't think mine's very high.
Okay. Eli, you see the sound catches your attention, and looking sort of northwards towards the carousel, you see a really round figure with a gray friar's hood on, running away from a commotion, and then seconds later fireworks begin to explode in the middle of a crowd and shoot up in the air, and people are panicking and screaming, and you catch this figure dart off through the crowd sort of towards the feasting orchards.
Okay. Oh, hey, Marty. Saw some really suspicious person. I don't know if she's snooping around.
Was it that bird fellow?
Do we know what he looks like?
I don't remember, so go ahead and roll me a history check, everybody, because I honestly don't remember if you've seen this bird before. I'm sorry.
Roll them.
10.
8.
15 for me.
Almost called you Ricky. Little Pimp.
Yeah.
There was a moment earlier in the day when you were walking towards the south of the carnival, where there was another disruption caused by what looked to be a different humanoid, but in the same brown friar's robe. And you would assume that this is the bird-ish creature. You didn't see any feathers or anything.
Okay.
Let's follow him. Waddle, 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 waddle.
All right, you guys can all make investigation checks. Or Little Pimp.
Quickly outruns me here.
I'm really distracted. I got a 4.
I got a 15.
Got a 7.
I'm sorry, Ricky, what did you say?
15.
All right, you're doing all the work. You quickly set off at Eli's direction towards the feasting orchards, and pushing through the archway, you see a large group of people sitting at nearby tables. There's a sort of tall, pale woman, 3 women, 4 men, and sneaking behind them, you catch the robes of this figure. And if you'd like, you could get around them. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Yeah, no, let's do I recognize anybody in this troop?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Because you do work here.
I do. I rolled a 7, which means I got a wait, what am I rolling perception?
Yeah, perception.
Oh, straight 6.
You don't recognize any of them, but there appears to be a very large barrel-chested man with a sort of smaller kid at his side. And just to remove all the illusions, you see our old party sitting at a table.
Oh boy.
You see Harmony, you see Hyde, you see Asher, you see our old party.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Can I use a key point to do Step of the Wind to nab this fucker?
Yep. And as you just glance at these strange folk eating pies at a table, you slip behind you sort of use the big barrel-chested man as a brick wall and slip behind and grab the hood of this figure, who you pull him back and he squawks as the hood falls, and you see like a very portly, round, chubby-faced man. And he turns to you and says, "Listen, you've got it all wrong. I can explain."
And then I will push the man towards the frog, or I'll hold on to him and push him towards the frog. And I'll point to the frog and say, "Explain to this." And
Tell
then,
me everything you know. And I'll go and grab him by the robe and hold him close to my face.
Make an intimidation check. You 3-foot tall frog.
A 5 total.
Jesus Christ, guys. He says, "All right, well, not quite sure what you're gonna do to me."
Slap him.
Actually, as your oily, I don't even know what the fuck to call it, a hand, makes contact with his face, there's a shimmering, and the disguise self spell fades, and you see a kenku in a sort of bluish robe.
Ooh. And is it like a butterfly?
They've all got butterfly wings on. Everybody has butterfly wings on, just to remind you.
This is
That's
taking
right.
place with everyone with butterfly wings on.
And as his form drops, he like tries to cower down, or she, tries to cower down, and says, "Please, not here, not here. I can't be in public view. Please, I'll explain everything. Let's just get out of sight."
I knew it.
Can I take her to the nearest alley?
Yeah, she will quickly be led prisoner style, if you all want to, just around a carnival tent, around the back, where no one's paying attention to you.
Cool.
And Kettlesteam explains, many years ago, I made a Fey pact with Zybilna, the Archfey who rules the Feywild domain of Prismere. Recently, though, something's been wrong with Zybilna. I can
She's missing.
sense. How would you know that?
I'm looking for her.
Well then. I've tried contacting Mr. Witch and Mr. Light about it. They don't seem to care about whether or not I cause enough of a disruption, but I figure, hey, if they haven't kicked me out, I can just keep on causing trouble until they have an audience with me. Something's wrong, and I know they know something.
Well, we're trying to get to them as well.
When did she disappear?
A few months ago, I believe. My connection has been growing weaker with her over time, but a few months ago is when it started waning, and then a couple weeks ago, all connection was lost.
And the head honchos here have been dismissive?
More than so. And kettle steam makes the sound of a kettle steaming. And then, in the voices of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, says, "Someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down." Mr. Witch says, "We agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. That's what you want, right?" Then she shakes her head and says, "See? They know something."
How long have you been messing around and trying to investigate in this carnival?
It's for as long as it's been open. I heard that they were coming here next. I don't know where they're going next, but I don't plan on waiting 8 years to find out again.
So we just need to gain their attention. Like you've been trying.
As GM, I'm gonna remind you because I forgot. Burley had a meeting with all of you. Burley the Bugbear, and he shared a plan to steal Mr. Witch's pocket watch, because that's what opens and closes the carnival, and without it, he can't shut down the carnival. So in case, because I forgot, so in case you guys forgot, this plan is sort of already in motion between you and Burley, and Burley let you know that Candlefoot and Durlagren, the Displacer Beast, can help you.
Let's get that pocket watch.
What is your connection to her?
To Zabilna?
Yes.
Well, she's my patron. She grants me gifts.
This girl that you're looking for?
Well, less a girl, more an omnipotent, powerful being of the Feywild.
What is your connection to her as I look at Eli?
He pretty much is like a very close family friend. I would say she looked out for us.
That's a powerful connection to have.
Yeah, and now I'm wondering about this hourglass she gave me when I was smaller. I still have it, and I take it out. I show it to Kindleston. Does this mean anything?
You all see a golden hourglass with no sand inside of it.
Does it do anything?
No.
Don't know.
So what was the overall plan to get the pocket watch? Wait, does Kettle? I thought Kettle seems not part of it.
Well, I suppose I can help you out if you promise not to turn me in.
Well, don't you? Yeah, you want a big old distraction, right? You want time to get answers.
How about this? I can continue to cause distractions, but Mr. Witch and Mr. Light don't care too much about me. And I can sense that one of you, and she looks at Marty, is quite influential tonight. So be on your best behavior, and at the crowning, there might be an opportunity for one of you to snag the pocket watch. I'll cause as much of a distraction as I can. As a show of good faith, and she reaches into her she reaches into her blue robes, and her hand darts out really quickly, and I'd like Eli and Little Pimp to make Constitution saving throws.
19.
Okay.
12.
So she says, as a show of good faith, sleep pellet, and 2 tiny little purple beads. One hits you in the face, Little Pimp, and you feel drowsy for a little bit, and same with you, Eli, and your eyes begin to grow heavy, and then you shake it off.
What was that?
Fuck. All right.
Grab her.
You quickly grab her.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing.
I grab her feet.
Oh, okay. Both or one of you make a athletics check.
A 7.
Rolling hot.
Oh, I got 10. Wait, no. I got 5.
Oh my god.
Well, she
Are
got
you
a
negative 5?
Yeah, what
No,
the
I
hell?
got 2. Got +2.
Oh, I got you.
She got a 7 as well, so I'm not sure what quite happens on a tie. But I'll say, since both of you just you wrap up her arms, and those are pretty tight. Yeah.
Oh.
Eli, you grab the legs, and he's just sitting there. Please just reach into my coat, Lil Pimp, beneath my left armpit.
Little Pimp reaches into his coat and never leaves his eyes off of him.
You very carefully reach in and pull out, you feel some wooden twine or whatever, and you pull it out, and it's a voodoo doll with just extra twine wrapped around the mouth. And she says, "Release that twine over the mouth, and my voice shall transfer back to Candlefoot." Please let me go. I don't like that grin.
Oh no, I'm not the one. I'm just
Not sure what to do now, guys.
yeah. So I'm gonna slowly untwine the twine on the mouth and see what happens.
As you pull the last of it off, there's just a faint of wind, and a little tiny golden like thread of light swirls up and then just disappears off into the distance. And in a different voice, Kettle Steam says, "Right, there we go. That's good now. We fine?"
I think so.
Wonderful.
I'm greatly confused, but
Well, my voice is mine. His voice is his. We're good now.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to this though, and this twine.
Feel free.
Okay.
Do you know how to use it? Nah, I don't care.
I would assume you just wrap it back up.
Okay.
But, all right, I'm gonna keep both of this. But I'm gonna look at him too, and then as a test, I'm gonna flick the top of the head and look at him and see what happens.
Nothing happens to Kettle Steam.
Okay. Damn it. I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay. Write down a voodoo doll.
Is Candlefoot in the other room, like, wondering why?
Might have a slight headache now, yeah. So you guys are, Kettle Steam will begin to back away, sort of south, and says, am I free to go?
I guess. Are you gonna still do this distractions and the plan?
Pulls out one like firecracker. Of course.
Make it crazy out there, man.
And with a swirl, she turns, and her blue robes turn again into that friar robe, except this time she looks like a tall elven lady. And I believe you guys have about 2 hours left, and the rest of the carnival is open to you. Nearby is, this is a bit
Now you said that the big lion dude could help us with the stopwatch.
No, Candlefoot, the mime, who now has his voice back, when he took your tickets, he didn't actually grab them from you. He just like waved his hand, and they appeared in his hand, and then he brushed them aside, and they were back in your pocket.
Okay.
So he could help you. Derlogren, the displacer beast at the Lost Things.
That's what I'm thinking of. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
he can help you.
Okay.
But
Both of
what?
them.
Yeah, what the rides you guys have left are the Carnival or the carousel that is nearby.
Let's go on the carousel.
Yeah, I believe that's the only thing here. The carousel, and then way down south, a snail racing, and then the bubble pop teapot.
Is there betting on the snail racing?
There could be if you'd like.
Oh yes. Okay. Well, let's do the carousel first.
Okay. Making your way just over to the carousel, you see a procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular platform. Fairgoers clamber onto the unicorn's back, and a female centaur sets the ride into motion with a ka-chonk. The unicorns shake their manes and creak into life and begin cantering around the carousel to the delight to their riders. After a short while, the line moves forward, and you guys are at the front. And a little pimp, a fellow worker familiar to you, by the name of Diana Cloppington, sort of walks up. A calico, I believe that's what calico is, centaur. And she walks up and says gently, "Oh, hello, little pimp, and friends."
Hello. Looking majestic.
Oh, thank you. She curls up into herself, like sort of self-consciously.
Oh boy.
A little kid runs by and says, "Mommy, Mommy, look, a centaur!" And she turns angrily and says, "I'm not a centaur. I just made a bad deal."
What deal?
And she turns to Marty and Eli. "I tried to get reunited with my horse. And,
Oh,
well, a hag made sure that I was reunited."
Is there I have so many questions. Do you feel the memories of your horse?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I feel parts of it.
Has your appetite changed?
I like grass now, so I suppose.
Interesting. Is there no way to reverse it?
She turns to the crowd and says, "Oh, would you look at that, everybody? I'm so sorry. Our ride seems to be shut down for the moment. Just 10 minutes and we'll be back up and running." And then she gets down to you and says, I can't tell you anything, but Bavlorna, she has it. The unicorns can tell you more. Fix them, and I'll give you a free ride."
Fix the unicorns, and I point to the carousel.
Exactly.
Okay. Can I go? I'm gonna go fix it.
Okay. You guys could all hop aboard the broken down carousel.
okay.
And this is a bit of a riddle. We don't really do riddles in our games, but
Oh snap!
there are 4 pairs of unicorns. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which ones are you guys going to?
I'm going
gonna
on
go-
to.
I was gonna go to 2 as well.
Okay.
I'll go to 1, I guess.
Okay. Marty, approaching the first pair of unicorns, you see 2 very beautiful, ornate, like war horse almost. And one is named Fortune. You see 2 little name tags. One is named Fortune, and the other one is named B blank blank blank. So there's like 3 letters that are missing.
Okay.
And Fortune looks to be looking very favorably at the other one.
Okay. Looking very favorably at the other one.
I'll give you a second to think about that.
Okay.
The second pair, Eli and Lil Pimp, you can help if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
The second pair are one is named Fall, and it is slightly behind another one that is named PR blank blank blank.
Shit down.
Fall, like FAWL.
Yes, or FALL. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay, what is okay, that one, this is 2. One was what was yours again, Jackie? B blank blank blank.
Yeah, Fortune B blank blank blank. What was
And
yours?
these are
Sorry.
like
PR blank blank blank, and it's slightly behind Fall.
these are like proverbs, like
Yeah.
Can I look at 3?
yeah. Number 3 is let's see. There are 2. Stone is complete, and then the other one that is right up next to it is labeled M blank blank S.
M as in Mary.
Yes.
Okay, and what's 4?
The fourth one is named Stitch, and then its partner is named blank blank N as in Nancy, and then blank.
Okay, and you said that the first one was looking very favorably at the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I take a look at the other ones and see how they're positioned? In any specific way or anything?
Yeah, Fall is slightly behind, so the other one with the name tag PR blank 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 is before. And then the one named Stone, the unicorn position next to it is very, very close, but not quite touching.
Okay.
The fourth pair, I'm gonna be honest, the fourth pair, I don't even know. I've never heard this proverb, but it's Stitch, and then the unknown one is looks to be like its paws. It's up on its hind legs, and it almost looks like it's reaching out, like diving towards Stitch.
Okay.
Do their positioning affect like what the answers are?
The positioning is clues.
No, okay. The positioning are clues. Do I get any sense? I guess I wouldn't know this if they're all connected.
No, they are not. They are all individual riddles.
Can I go to
connected.
3?
Yeah. That's the stone.
Just describe it one more time to me.
Stone is very close by the other one that is named M blank blank S. Go ahead and make a perception check, Lil Pimp.
14.
You can see on the unnamed one that there are flecks of green paint all over it.
Is there any way
Moss.
for me? Yeah, I was gonna. Damn it. Yes.
It's a moss.
I was gonna think moss. Yeah.
Do you fill it in?
How with what though? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, I'm sorry. She handed you a small clay pot and ink brushes.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Eli because he got it.
We're helping each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys both, one hand on another, fill out moss. and as you write the last S, the paint like solidifies into the name tag and shimmers, and the horse sort of creaks and moves and doesn't come to life, but it is completed.
Oh, nice.
And you guys don't have to get all 4 of them since there's only 3 of you.
Bro,
Do we need
I
to get
can't
3?
even fucking. I literally have no clue. I'm staring at this and I have
Go
no
ahead and make
clue.
an insight check.
Okay. I'm not rolling very hot. 7. No, 5.
Jesus, I really want to help you.
Okay, yeah, Marty's just sitting there staring at the first one.
Is there anything on number 2? Like, you know how there were green flecks on the other one? Is there anything on number 2? Fall is slightly behind or about ahead of the PR?
It's slightly behind.
Okay.
So it looks like the PR is before the other one.
Oh, I take the clay pot and I write down pride.
As you write IDE into the name tag, it solidifies in and shimmers, and the horse creaks to life.
That's it.
Nice,
pride comes
dude.
before the fall. All right.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I would suggest going for the first one because the fourth one is like, who the fuck even says this?
Describe the first one more time, please.
It looks like the one named Fortune is looking kindly upon the other one.
And it's B blank 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 blank.
Just 3 blanks.
Bold.
Fortune.
The word is bold, so I'm gonna write down bold.
Write down bold, and the name solidifies, and the riddle is complete.
What the fuck, Ricky?
You got it. The last one I'll just tell you because you don't need it. It's a stitch in time saves 9.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
What the hell is the first one? Fortune and bold. What does that have to do with each other?
Oh.
Fortune favors the bold, man.
Yeah.
Never heard of that either.
Pride before the fall.
And what about
and
stone
then
moss?
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Did you even fucking know that?
Well, she did. I know it. I know
No, I just said
I don't know
moss on stone.
I don't read the books.
Nice. Okay. Fuck yeah.
As you guys finish, and we'll just leave the last one unpainted, you can return to Diana, and she says, "Well, thank you very much. Now, if you would like to board your horses, they shall have some words for you." And she turns to the crowd and says, "All right, everybody, rides back in order. We'll let these kind folk go first since they helped."
I'm gonna jump on bold.
Okay.
I'll go on moss.
Okay. And you go on
I'll jump on the first one. I forgot it already.
let's see what's the other one. There's
Delete it.
Pride. You hop on Pride, Marty.
I take it back. I'm gonna jump on fortune.
How dare
Okay.
you?
So we'll just start with the first pair. Low Pimp. As you hop on Fortune, you guys all hop on your unicorns, and they canter into life. Let's see, where'd the music go? Let's see, Low Pimp. Pride says, as it comes to life and turns over its shoulder to you, says, "Well, hey there, sexy. I heard you're looking for something."
Fortune saying that to me?
Yes.
Yeah, we were a couple things. What do you mean?
Well, I can tell you, Endlin Moongrave has got what you're looking for.
Endel and Moongrave?
Endlin Moongrave.
Who are they?
That's one person, and that's who you've got, or that's who has what you lost.
What I lost?
Am I speaking the wrong language?
No. What about how about that centaur over there? Not really a centaur. How do you reverse that?
Oh, I don't know that I can reverse anything, dear. But I know that Bavlorna Blightstraw has Diana's thing.
Lightstraw? Bavlorna Lightstraw?
Blightstraw, yeah.
Lightstraw.
But don't worry about her. I'm here for you. You should know that, let's see, fuck, so much text. Endelin's lair is in a mountaintop theater.
Is there a theater in this park?
No, not here, silly. In the Feywild.
Oh, we have to go to the Feywild?
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh my. Any other info?
Yep.
Give it to me.
The hag you seek has foreseen her own death, which happens during an eclipse.
Eclipse. Okay.
That's all that you get, sweetie.
Oh my. Okay.
Marty. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna pet it and say thank you.
Oh, please. A little lower. Marty, who did you hop on?
I don't know, the second one, I guess? The Pride one.
I believe that's the one Ricky's on. You got Bold or Moss.
Oh, Fortune and Pride. Bold. I'll do Bold.
Okay. You hop on Bold. And he turns around his shoulder and says, "Hey, darling. Listen, let's keep this short. What you're looking for, or rather who you're looking for, is Scabatha Nightshade.
Who are you?
I can sense you've got a few marbles missing."
Oh, a little bit. But still, who are you?
"I'm just a horse."
Is it talking? His mouth is moving?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody else seems to be paying attention. Like the people on the outside of the ride. Bold continues. Scabatha's lair is in a dead, hollowed-out tree in a sylvan forest. And, just so you know, she sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up. Just vanishes from memory.
Give me 1 second to write all this down. Oh. How do you know all of this?
Oh, I've got ears everywhere.
What's happening? I'll look over at Eli and Little Pimp. Are they...
They both, this is all happening at the same time, they both seem to be in equally confusing conversations with horses.
Oh!
Eli. Moss turns to you and says, "Well, now that's odd. You ain't seem to have lost anything."
Are you talking to me?
I sure am. You're the one riding me.
Well, how you do?
Hold up. Have I fucked something up? Stephanie, did we actually go through a lost thing with you? I'm pretty sure.
No, remember, I don't
You're
have
on a
anything.
different quest.
I'm just looking for someone.
Yep. So, we can just sit here and enjoy the ride if it's okay with you.
Yeah, that's what I had planned on.
So you come here often?
No, this is my first time.
Hmm.
I'm actually looking for someone.
Oh, really? Who are you looking for?
Well, I'd rather not divulge. And of course, like this might be sorry.
Hurts my feelings a little bit, but it's okay. I understand. And he continues the ride in silence, unless you say anything. And with that, the ride quickly comes to a close. And oddly enough, that entire thing from painting the names to the ride felt like 15 minutes, a half an hour. But you step off the carnival or the carousel, and the guests all around are in the exact same place that they were when you stepped on. Like some wonky ass time shit going on.
Oh, snapples. Okay. I tell my companions, if you hear anything about Endel and or Moongrave,
One person.
let me know. Let me know. Or how we get into the Feywild, which may happen. I don't know. We'll see. What did you guys talk with your horsies about?
What they were talking? Are we not going to address this?
I mean, out of everything you've seen here, is that you're a frog?
I feel insulted by that, but how did they know all of that?
They were magical when I do this.
Oh shit. Hold on.
It was weird. If you hear anything about Scabatha Nightshade, what an awful name.
Well, mine's called Moongrave.
Mine's called Scabatha.
Okay, yeah, you win.
Eli, you did get some information. I'm sorry. It was just on the opposite page.
Oh.
Get back on your horse, Eli.
Your horse would have shared to you that Zybilna of Prismere is frozen in time.
What?
Three
Is it Sibilna or Sibilma?
Zybilna.
Nah. Okay.
Yeah. 3 hags have seized control of her domain, and they split it amongst themselves. Together, these hags are known as the Hourglass Coven.
Oh shit. Oh, like your hourglass.
Oh.
This, yeah.
Their names are Bavlorna Blightstraw, Scabatha Nightshade, and Endolin Moongrave.
I want that Moongrave.
And the coven is very riddled with distrust amongst each other.
Wait, what was the first one? Pablona?
Bavlorna. Hey, come here, Yasha.
We're gonna do some witch hunting.
Yeah. You know what I think we should do? I think we should steal that pocket watch. And then I think we should get the head honchos of this place to help us on this witch hunt in return for the pocket watch. That's what I think.
Blackmail.
Yeah.
Fucking blackmail.
I love
I
blackmail.
can't do this alone.
And then also they're gonna throw in that I'd be made partner. You know? Just I think that'd benefit everybody. Yeah. So that's what the plan is. You guys want to go? Oh, cool. Thank you, Marty. You guys want to check out that? What's that next? What was the other place called, GM?
Got snail racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be it.
Okay. As you guys make your way exactly to the opposite side of the carnival. Oh, Yasha, come on, dog. Fucking fireworks are going off, so my dog's going crazy. Sorry.
Oh,
Why are there
no.
fireworks going off?
Dude, there's been fireworks since like a week before Christmas, like nonstop.
Holy crap.
Every day there's at least 1 or 2. Like, or maybe they're gunshots. I live in the right area. Making your way to the snail racing.
Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in like 10 minutes at most. Least most.
Okay.
Most. So I'll be back.
Those statements meant opposite
Is it-
things.
Is it okay if is this a good place to have me talk
Yeah.
for a bit? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I'll do your character.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay. I'm gonna do some gambling on those snails.
So as you guys are making your way across the carnival, you hear barkers cry out, 1 hour till the crowning, 1 hour, don't miss it. You could be the next king or queen of the monarch witchlight carnival. 1 hour left until the end of the carnival.
Okay.
As you approach snail racing, the grandstands next to this race course are filled with cheering fairgoers, ringing bells, swinging rattlers, and waving flags. On the starting line, 8 giant snails are having their shells scrubbed by pixies. Above the circular course, a wooden gantry hangs from the branches of a central tree, where 2 goblins are officiating the proceedings. You can make your way up, and a goblin ticket puncher punches one of your tickets.
Okay. Awesome.
And all 3 of you are quickly moved up the line and get to choose one of 8 snails. Now, roll a d8, both of you.
A D8.
Yes, please.
Let's do it. Both of us.
This is
That's
going to
7.
determine what snail you get.
I got 2. Wait, so I can't evaluate each one by their strengths and weaknesses and then choose?
Um,
I'm just kidding.
yes,
I don't
if
have
you-
to.
if you'd like to, you can. Go ahead and make a perception check because you're waiting during a race. So you would have seen one race.
I got 12 as a perception.
Okay. The winner of the last race was number 2.
I rolled a 2.
I'm not even joking. That's what I rolled too.
Okay.
So you go up to a snail labeled Nimblefoot, and it has blue flags all over it.
Awesome.
You, Eli, go to a snail named Breakneck, and it has red flags all over it. Oh my god, Doug, you're gonna fucking... Come on.
Breakneck.
Yeah. Come. Okay, guys. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I have to fucking deal with this dog.
No worries, no worries.
Oh, there's a cat in the back. I didn't see that.
I missed it.
Cisco.
No, it's a pillow. Is it a pillow or a cat?
That's a cat. He's
What?
an old man. It's like 15.
Wait, it's alive?
Yeah, he's alive,
Oh my god.
buddy. Okay, so you guys are helped aboard your snails by jockeys who give you brief racing descriptions, or rules rather. The track is 400, or rather the race is 480 feet. It's divided into 6 rounds, 6 laps approximately. And you can influence your snail and other snails by doing things. You can cast spells, you can use abilities, you can do whatever you want. And very quickly, you are all led to the starting line. And a officiator at the top of the tree holds up a gun and says, 3, 2, 1. And these snails take off at 80 feet around. So,
Wait, so can I cast Expeditious Retreat on my snail?
yes, you can.
What does that do?
Oh, little pants are going down.
What does it do? It sounds like she would be going backwards. Why? What?
I think that lets you use a bonus
move
action.
at an incredible pace.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys both, you all take off at 80 feet around. Eli, you cast Expeditious Retreat, which will give you an extra 30 feet.
Not so fast. I choose key point. I choose like a Pokemon. I choose a key point, and I do Step of the Wind. Oh wait, yeah, for a dash.
So casting a spell on a snail is one thing, but how are you going to use your Step of the Wind to
I will
emerge?
tell you. I will tell you.
Mhm.
I'm going to lean to the right of it, hold on to it, and run alongside it.
Okay.
And so now we're double the horsepower.
Yep, you're like putting your feet behind the boat to try to
Yes,
get extra.
Exactly.
Okay, I will say, what's your movement speed, Little Pimp?
My movement speed is 35.
Okay, so you will get an additional 35.
That's right. That's
Uh,
right. Someone
me
give me a
write-
banana. I'll throw that too.
Eli. And Marty is looking very confused and scared. Just, whoa, whoa, and this thing's just going 80 feet around. Okay. First round, you
Oh,
guys
wait,
zoom
can
back.
I get? Isn't dash double the speed? That'd be-
It is, but I was just going to give you your movement speed. But roll an Arcana check.
All right.
Just get above a 10.
Oh no, 5.
Yeah, then your thing gets an extra 30 feet of movement. But
Okay.
it can use this extra 30 feet every single round. instead
Okay.
of low pump. Yours is just a 1 round unless you do it again.
Okay, well, we'll see how the round goes.
You guys all come back around 1 lap back through the finish line, and as you, the snails get a burst of speed again. You guys can, just encourage it, like without using an action or anything, to like pat its shell or whatever to make it go faster if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to whisper sweet nothings in its ear for it to go faster.
You whisper sweet nothings, and it gains an extra 10
Oh my god.
feet of round. Go ahead and make a animal handling check.
Not bad. 14.
Yeah, you gain an extra 10 feet that round.
I'm rubbing the shell.
Okay, go ahead and make an animal handling check. One of the snails, Quickleaf, that is wearing a green flag around it, the rider is kicking it and like continuously the entire time, and you see if a snail could get a stitch in its side, it like sort of bends down and slows a whole bunch. And the jockey's like, come on, you fucker.
I got 2.
Oof, okay. You get, I believe you still got that extra, so it's 80 plus 40. Okay, Jesus Christ, I gotta do math. They shouldn't make you have to do math like this. So you're at about 250 feet, Eli. Pulling up right behind you is a little pimp at 225 feet, and then Marty is just chilling at 160. Third round, you guys make your way. The crowd is very clearly rooting on Eli at this point.
Can I? How many laps are there?
5. You're on your third.
I'm gonna use another key point for another dash.
Another 35 movement speed.
Yeah. That should be my last key point, actually.
Okay, 80 plus another. Just another 115. Eli, are you doing anything to encourage your snail?
Yeah, I'm calling it, sweetie. Come on.
Make an animal handling check.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way she should be beating me.
Good thing. Well, her snail has expeditious retreat, so it gets
That's right.
flat 30 every round. Yasha, come on. So Eli is just very steadily pulling ahead. Let's see what the crowd does. Okay. So that one that got a stitch in its nope, not doing that, dog. The snail that got a stitch in its side, the jockey is freaking out, and the crowd begins to cheer for it as the jockey's like, oh, you're talking to me? Yeah, let's go. And it begins like rubbing the side of the snail, and that snail gets an extra 40 feet, so it like just evens out where it was before. Fourth round, second to last lap. Go ahead and make what would you guys like to do to influence the race?
So is Eli still in first?
Eli is plus Eli is still in first.
Wait, are we allowed to like attack each other?
Yep.
Okay, well then, can I take my business cards and start throwing them at the snail and trying to hit a fleshy part, kind of like Gambit from X-Men?
Yep, go ahead and make an attack roll. Are you proficient? Go and make an attack roll, but don't add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So just -2.
So would I roll -2?
No, you just don't add your +2 for the proficiency.
Oh, okay. So that'd be 16.
Yeah, these things are giant and easy to hit. You completely like load up 2 cards and gambit style them right into like the fleshy flesh underneath the shell. Which are you aiming it at, Eli's?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna say let's see. Eli, your snail is speeding along, and then all of a sudden, you don't even feel an impact, but like it just lurches and then begins like a slow crawl, as like you can feel one of its sides quivering. Your speed is going to be reduced by 20 feet this round.
I'm gonna do a Mario cheer as I pass her, like "Ah,
Yahoo!
Yahoo!"
So, hold on, more math.
Marty has a chance to turn this around. She's back.
I'm back.
If I use false
back.
life on my snail, would I get my regular speed back?
False life just gives you health.
Right.
You can try it.
All right.
No.
No, I'll try it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
7?
hit points. Go ahead and roll damage, little pimp.
Roll what? Damage?
Yeah, damage. Let's say D4 plus your strength or dexterity.
That would be 7 total.
Okay, so you completely cancel out whatever pain would have been caused, and we're going to say that 20 feet goes back to you.
What?
You
I don't
did
know.
something, she countered it.
I don't know how snails work.
Neither do I.
Okay.
50, 80,
I have 1 round to turn this around. How do I win?
Okay, so Eli, you with that, you are 10 feet ahead, pulling up to the last round. Low Pimp, you are right behind.
How's Marty doing? How's my boy doing?
Very terrified. You have been going the base 80-foot round, so you're just chugging along on the snail. People are like lapping you almost. Last round, let's go ahead, unless something changes, Eli is going to be the winner, it's looking like.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. The crowd gets to do something.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Okay.
Can I perform
your
to
number-
try to bolster, like, my snail? I don't know.
You can. You said you're number 2, Lil Pimp. You're Nimblefoot.
Yeah.
As you buckle down, you can see the finish line. One more lap there. You're almost there. You're kicking the snail. You're pushing it as hard, and you feel yourself start to slip to the side. And you keep slipping, and you look down, and one of the buckles on the saddle has come loose, and
Oh,
Lil
shoot.
Pimp is falling off. You can make a dexterity saving throw.
I sure
like.
will. 16.
You just beat it and just managed to grab down and grab the bottom strap of the saddle and pull it up and just hold it up to keep yourself and the snail going in the race. Okay, so animal handling check, Eli, to encourage it.
And then I'd like to do one last thing after Eli.
Mhm.
I had 1.
1.
She's rolling so bad, but she's winning so good.
Oh shit. Your snail slows by 20 feet. As you, Lil Pimp, what would you like to do?
Are we neck and neck now, or how is it?
You are about 30 feet away from the finish line, and it's looking like you are going to pull ahead.
One last ditch effort to make sure I win is
Mhm.
I'd like to, how far away are we from each other?
Like you are very quickly gaining about to pass. You're not neck and neck, you're like neck and ass.
Can I reach out with my staff of striking, which is like a 5-foot range, and start poking the snail like in a flurry of blows?
Yep. Go ahead and make a. I'll let you choose between animal handling or an attack roll.
I'll do an attack roll.
Okay.
Because my animal handling. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
So I don't think that's gonna work.
While you're bumping and prodding, you're trying to prod the flesh of the snail, but you just keep like bump, bump, hitting the shell. And
God.
You're not even sure if it's feeling it. But even with that distraction, even with you not concentrating on fully winning, at the very last second, your snail manages to like stretch its eye stalks out and just past the finish line, 10 feet ahead of Eli's snail.
I'm cheering myself. I'm just like, yeah.
You stand up on your snail and begin cheering, and the officiators in the tree like pop down those little confetti cannon rockets on you, and the crowd's going wild. The snails eventually slow to a stop, a slimy stop, and you guys hop off, and pixies quickly began scrubbing it. And a jockey approaches you, little pimp, and
Hi.
says, "Your prize, good sir," and hands you a small little like potion bottle. It looks like it's clear.
What is this?
A potion.
What does it do?
Makes you make sure that you can do what you want.
It's a luck potion?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a potion of it. It's a potion of advantage.
Oh, okay.
So drink it, and you have advantage on the next D20 roll.
It's one drink?
One use.
One use, okay.
The rest of you, Marty and Eli, you both get consolation prizes of wands. These are wands of detect or dancing lights, and you can use it once.
What do they do?
They cast the cantrip dancing lights without concentration.
Awesome.
Should we use it now?
Good.
If you want to. How much time do we have until the crowning?
You've got about half an hour.
Should we confer with our beast friend to see how we're gonna get that stopwatch? Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. Let's go do it. We're gonna go back to the lost and found and confer with the beast guy.
You go back and see Durlogren, the pitch black panther-like cat with large tendrils coming off of its tail and giant monarch butterfly wings on. And as you approach, he says, "Well, good evening, everybody."
Good evening.
Back again.
Yeah, I hear time, I say it with the wink, is on our side. Huh?
You're trying to steal his pocket watch, aren't you?
If we're going to be blunt about it, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
If we're going to be blunt about it, somebody needs to do something.
Oh, what?
I also don't know if you guys remember this, but Durlogren lost their child at the carnival also.
Yeah, we found him, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that was a human child. Durlogren's a cat.
Oh, shit. Wrong baby.
Yeah. But Durlogren has lost something, and Mr. Witch and Mr. Light haven't been helpful at all. Just some context.
Okay.
Durlogren says, the crowning is about to happen, and when it does, Mr. Witch will be alone. Well, Mr. Light will be alone in his own wagon, but Mr. Witch will be there at the proceeding by himself. All of us will be around him. The entire carnival will be watching, but there should be a brief opportunity while he is crowning the monarch for somebody with a quick hand and somebody that can snip a chain.
Snip a chain?
His watch is
his
always
watch chain.
attached. Yeah.
Who can snip the chain?
You
Eli,
can?
Can you snip the chain?
You're muted, Eli.
Do any of you have tools?
Well, let me see what I have in my inventory.
I have thieves' tools.
Oh, maybe you use that.
We show them to the panther.
Would these work?
Those would be crude. That might require a greater distraction. If you feel comfortable, you can do that. If you don't, perhaps Candlefoot can help you.
Where's Candlefoot?
He should be in front of the mines or the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah, he's the
Let's-
mime, right?
Hmm.
Let's do this quickly. We have a half hour. Let's go see Candlefoot.
You go do that. I will do what I can when the time comes to keep Mr. Witch's eyes away from you.
Thanks.
Good luck. You guys can go find Candlefoot. The crowd outside is thinning as people are starting to line up in front of the big top now. But Candlefoot is waiting outside, and he sees you all approach and waves you down happily and says aloud, "Well, everybody, good to see you. Good to hear me, right? I imagine you all had something to do with this."
Yeah. Show them the voodoo. Voodoo.
Oh, I was curious, and I'm gonna flick the head.
Is that you?
No, it worked. I'll
I lick
pull
my
the
finger
foot.
and put it near the ear.
Oh, okay. Right.
Did you feel that? Did you feel it?
Thank you for getting my voice back.
That was me.
Please stop messing with my body.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to this though.
Okay.
Um,
The air around the carnival grows a little heavier.
what we need is something to cut through chain, and hopefully very small-ish, concealable.
This is for the light, Mr. Witch's pocket watch.
Man, everybody's just so brazen about. Yes, that's about it.
Burley has very loose lips,
Oh boy.
and he's let all the people that matter know that this is happening tonight.
Do you think it's possible Mr. Witch has heard it?
It's possible, but I don't see why they wouldn't keep it away from their ears.
Okay. But yeah, that's essentially what we're trying to do.
I don't have anything I could snip the chain with. If you all have something, then that's very well, but here's what I could do for you. I'll put myself in danger. Momentarily. If one of you can cause a distraction, I will whisk away the pocket watch. But I'm handing it to one of you right away. I don't want that on my conscience or my job.
Hand it to me. If you don't mind.
Okay.
And then Marty can create quite a distraction.
Oh, sure. I can take out my wooden teeth.
Okay. Whatever gets his eyes off of me for the moment. Once you have the watch, I never helped you. Derlogren never helped you. Burley never helped you. You're on your own from there.
This wouldn't require any lock picking or like sleight of hand. You're just gonna do it.
Pretty much. Once you have it in your possession, that's up to you to keep it hidden. If I don't find an opportunity to steal it away, it will be on you to take it.
Okay. Deal.
Well, Prim, don't you know, like, maybe we're at the maintenance places here? Maybe there's something we could steal for a bit.
Yeah. Do you want to go check it out? Want to go check it out?
Lead the way? I remember that.
Little Pimp, you know where the staff area is at.
Yeah.
You can go on over to the staff area, and you are very quickly running out of time. But making your way in, you speak the sort of the employee password to part the brushes.
Sugar fairies.
Sugar fairies, and they and you can make your way to a maintenance wagon if you'd like. Roll an investigation check, all of you.
I got a 16.
I got a 19. My first roll above
Ooh,
like 10.
there
Oh
you
my
go.
god.
Marty, or Lil Pimp, you're rummaging through a box of just metallic equipment, and Marty, you step inside this wagon and are just sort of like not even. This looks good, and they're a pair of like wire snips.
Oh,
Nice.
I'll grab them.
Oh, excuse me, mister. I found those.
Are you good at sleight of hand?
Look at these hands. I don't have
Okay,
fingers.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and see if you can quickly just slap it. Okay, I move my hand out of the way. Do you roll to see if he slapped it?
Sure.
Okay, straight roll, Jackie.
Yeah, make an
Straight
attack roll.
Okay.
Straight roll. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 10.
All right, you hit it. Damn it.
Got a little bit faster reflexes than he thought.
All right, you can hold the wire snips. You really think you can?
Oh, I'm
Do
just messing with you. And then I'll give him the snip. But you are very slow.
Damn it. Okay. All right, so I have the wire snips. What time is it?
You got about 20 minutes before the crowning begins.
Okay. As far as the distraction, Marty, do you have an idea? Because I have an idea.
I'm gonna use the restroom. You guys can talk about it.
No. What's your idea?
I was gonna chuck you straight at Mr. Witch, and I need you to be all lovey-dovey and say you want to hug him, and so you'll be all up on him.
How are we all gonna be up there? Like, what makes you eligible to get crowned?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a
Well,
good
if I'm
question.
not on the stage, I could blast some energy up.
There you go.
Yeah, make a commotion.
Make a
Mhm.
commotion. With the frog in the air and a commotion.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of distraction. Directly towards us, though. I mean, am I supposed to take out this? Oh, you're gonna. Oh, yeah, you're gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Well, no, the Candlefoot is gonna steal it, but if you can't, I'm gonna go in there and do it.
Okay. I
So I'll be
have
on the sideline.
these, and I'll take out the disguise self stuff that I have. The 3 paints.
Oh my! You also have the dancing lights thing.
Mm-hmm. We can shoot off the dancing lights. Go in disguise as someone else. You throw me. Eli shoots energy,
Oh my god! So many distractions. I wouldn't know what to do.
and then you run real quick and grab
Yeah.
the pocket watch.
Let's do it.
Also,
And
the
then-
fact that that lady got turned into half a horse is fucking hilarious. That is
That's so fucked up.
fucking hilarious. Okay.
Just some poor lady's like, I want my horse back, and
Turns her
then
into
yeah,
a
you got your horse
horse.
back.
Horse back.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's the plan.
okay. The signal to start the whole thing is gonna be your dancing lights. Is
I
that cool?
think it should be Eli's dancing lights.
Okay.
I feel like you have better
Yeah.
timing than I do.
Okay, Eli. When you do the dancing lights, I'm gonna chuck Marty, and Marty will do dancing lights and hugging, and you're gonna do the
Okay.
explosions.
So after they announce the winner or before?
Um,
I guess whenever you see Mr. Witch by himself,
I guess yeah. When he's just by himself, you just
take the opportunity.
you just call it out. Yeah, do
You
that
have
dancing
the
light.
highest perception too, I think. Probably.
That's right.
Okay.
So only when he's by himself, then you'll do it. There's like a brief
How-
window.
How long do these? Can I like kind of look at the disguise self paints? How long do they last?
An hour.
An hour. Okay.
Oh, you'll have plenty of time.
We should all put it on. How much paint do you have?
I have 3. For 3 people.
Oh, there's 3 of us. You want to do it?
Let's. do
We'll
it.
say the rest of the party because you guys are going to be leaving. We'll say the rest of the party is with you, but I'm not going to try to role play them.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are you guys in the line waiting to enter?
Yeah.
I guess before we go in, we'll put on the disguise self paint, right?
Sure. Can we be whoever we want to be?
Mhm.
You can't change your height, but
Um.
Can I just turn into the least noticeable kind of person there is? A human.
Yep.
Yeah.
you
I'm
look
gonna
like
turn
a
into-
average farmer.
Look like a farmer. I'm gonna turn into a little girl with pigtails holding a lollipop. No one's ever gonna suspect that.
Well, you're gonna be a really tall girl because you can't
Are
change your height.
I'm not. I'm a very small
You're
guy. I'm a
small.
gnome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you saying that description for a specific reason?
No, I mean
Okay. Well, you said we'll stick with that. Okay.
no intention.
Huh.
Eek,
Uh,
why?
Marty, what do you look like?
I want to look like a little kid dressed as Mr. Witch.
Okay. I say that, Ricky, because this character, a little
What?
girl with pigtails and a giant lollipop, is a very important character.
Holy crap!
Okay.
I didn't mean to, but that's what I wanted it to be. Okay.
That
I
works.
thought-
So you guys eventually get up to the front of the big top and are filed in, and you can find seats all together. Sit in the front, middle, back. Where would you guys like to sit?
I was like to sit in the front left.
Okay.
Front.
It's like, big carnival circular stadium seating.
Yeah, front left.
You guys be sort of in the back over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of role playing this all out, I'm just going to run through a bunch of bullet points until it gets to a point of where shit needs to happen.
Okay.
Because this is one big giant spectacle. This is like not really the grand finale, but this is as spectators begin to take their seats in the big top. Durlagrin, the Displacer Beast, escorts Mr. Witch from his wagon to the coronation, leaving Thaco the Clown behind to guard the staff area with Mr. Light. Mr. Witch and Durlagrin stand on the sidelines next to Candlefoot as Mr. Light eventually comes in and gives a opening speech. Says, "Thank you all for coming tonight. It's been a wonderful festive event. There's few of you out there who have done particularly well in keeping the moods high, and you shall be rewarded justly." And he holds up his Witchlight scepter, which kind of looks like a candy cane with a weather vane at the top. And it begins spinning, slowly at first, and then quickly and quickly and quickly, and a golden thread begins to unwind around it that shoots up into the air, and like the crowd begins to gasp in awe and ooh, and the thread winds its way all throughout the crowd. I've been keeping track of your guys' influence on the carnival, and between all three of you, you're all tied for who should be. So I'll let you guys vote, or I can roll a dice.
No, I'm okay with any.
That kind of messes with our plan, doesn't it? No, I can get in close if I'm crowned.
Yeah. I think
But
you
who
should-
do you guys think has caused the most happiness and joy in the carnival?
Oh, Marty. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, caused
so-
me joy.
Yeah. So the thread
Marty has a
winds its
very-
way,
sad life too, so
lost for 80 years or some shit. The golden thread eventually winds its way around your flippers, Marty, and up your leg and up into your chest, and just sort of warmly goes into you, and you just feel this warmth and fullness and happiness that fills you as the crowd erupts into joy. And Mr. Light and says, well, now we've got a winner here. I'm sure my associate, Mr. Witch, can take it. Everybody give a round of applause for
Marty Party.
Marty Party. And Mr. Witch, very quickly drops the joyous act and almost like storms off. I'm sorry, Mr.
Witch?
Light.
Oh,
Mr. Light, I'm sorry. As Mr. Witch steps up with a big oak chest and opens it, and you can see a golden crown within that butterflies like flit out of the box. And he walks over to you and lifts it up and places it on your head, and Candlefoot and Durlagrin both lock eyes with you, Little Pimp and Eli, and just sort of give you a nod. And if there was a time to make a move...
I've always wanted to meet you, and I'll grab him.
Oh, God, well, aren't you just a little admirer? I gotta say, you're... Oh, God, okay.
And
I'm
then
gonna blast, do Eldritch Blast into the air.
Make a performance check, Marty. You don't have to roll anything for that, Eli.
Okay.
You can just shoot that shit off, yeah.
12 total.
12 total, okay.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for Candlefoot to see if he clubs it or not.
Um,
And then also put Dancing Lights up.
you take your wand in one hand, and do you use any implement, or what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Crackling energy. A beam of crackling energy. So I guess it could come out of either my staff or my hand. I'll do my hand.
Okay, it's up to you. It's just for flavor, so I know what you look like. You hold up your hand, and like six, like you're not making attacks, so just like a few Eldritch Blast, purplish pink energy, like shoot out like fireworks and explode midair as 4 globules of light begin to drift out and spin. And Mr. Witch looks up at the explosions, and like just before he's even placed the crown on your head, Marty, Candlefoot looks at you, Little Pimp, and you can just see him barely wave his wrist and then tuck it away into his pocket as he begins to walk towards you. And then very quickly just like walks by and does the drug deal handoff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You feel something cold and metallic in your hand.
Do I look down? Can I look down? Is it the pocket watch?
It is a pocket watch.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket it and then start making my way to the back of the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Witch looks up and is like, "Whoa, oh, all right, little buddy. Let's. People are excited here. Let's just go ahead." And he shakes you off and then places the crown on your head. And
I make my way out too.
You make your way out, as does everybody else, because a stage procession begins, and Mr. Witch, along with everybody, like all the workers, load you up onto like a parade that just appeared out of nowhere, like a trailer, and you are all led around the circular 8 pathway of the carnival. The workers are cheering, everyone's cheering, it's joyous. And eventually, Palasha sings you an entire ballad as you're going. And when the song
Marty's
concludes,
fucking crying.
Marty is soaking this in. This is the most attention you've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Witch leads the monarch, you, Marty, on a parade through the carnival. Other guests follow. And then eventually, Durlagrin escorts Mr. Witch back to his wagon. And as he does, Mr. Witch puts both of his hands in his pocket and stops and turns around and looks at all 3 of you.
But we're still disguised, right?
You are still disguised.
Yeah.
And
I furiously start licking the lollipop out of nervousness.
Okay. Good point. Mr. Witch holds his gaze mainly on you, Little Pimp, and cocks his head and actually begins walking over.
Ooh.
And gets about 25 feet when he says, sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Matter of fact, though, why don't you follow me?
I'm doing it.
Jeffrey Epstein over here.
My daddy says my daddy says don't talk to strangers. and I'm gonna go.
Well, sir, your daddy's been me for quite a while since you've been employed. So why don't you follow me, little pimp?
I've been insulted.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna call you daddy, Jesus Christ.
And why don't you have your friends come with you as well? I think we have a conversation we all need to have.
This thing didn't have any flavor, and I tossed a lollipop. I also want a sleight of hand, tie the pocket watch chain to my wrist and around my hand.
Okay, yeah, it still has the chain attached to it. So make a you roll a d20, add your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency.
Holy shit. Okay. 18 total.
Okay, that thing is snug on your wrist.
Sweet. And I guess I'll start following because he knows. Basically, just said he's my daddy.
If you all will follow Mr. Witch, he is tapping his foot impatiently, waiting for you all.
I guess I'll waddle over.
Your disguises
drop
are
it.
cute, but they're not much for people who have an eye for the arcane. Mr. Witch actually leads you back to the staff area where, almost in perfect timing, the brambles part and Mr. Light, like, huffily marches out and says, "What do you all think you've been doing tonight? You've all made the carnival wonderful, but now you had to go and do this, huh?"
You've been doing something bad, and you know it.
Your employees are not happy with you.
Nobody's happy. We take what we can get. You all work here. I don't force you. None of us force you all to work here. The guests have a good time. You wouldn't take that away from other places, would you? Looking at you, little pimp. We don't steal. Enough of this. Come. And he starts to walk off south towards the Hall of Illusions. Him and Mr. Witch.
So follow, right?
Okay, you guys
Yeah, follow.
eventually get to the Hall of Illusions where they both wait for you and they say, "You first." And they follow behind you. And as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light move through the Hall of Illusions, their reflections in the mirrors show them as gloomy, Shadarkai children, along with all of your youthful reflections. Eventually, though, they call you all to a halt, where the mirrors now reflect everybody's true age. Mr. Witch addresses you all in a hushed tone. "Everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. Oops. If you mean to step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where." That'll take you where you need to go. I will repeat it once more later.
Okay.
That is it.
Thank you.
The land beyond these mirrors is called Prismere, where the carnival's patron, Zabilna, dwells. Anybody that sneaks into the carnival, including some of you, have something taken. It's not by us. It always finds its way to Prismere, though. And no, this mirror is one way. Once you step through, you cannot step back, and it is on you all to find your way back. Oh, and Mr. Lucian, consider this an end to our employment. Mr. Light says, "You've been wonderful, but we don't exactly like people stealing our stuff, so
do you
thank
not
you
want
for
it back?
your time." Oh, we will be taking it back.
Good luck. It's on my hand. What you reading there, Pierce?
One moment.
Okay. Should we walk through the thing? Do we need to walk? Maybe I start edging my way towards the thing.
You start edging your way towards it.
Just
Do you
say the
repeat
ring.
words?
Yeah, they're there and where, I think.
You guys repeat the fucking.
Yonder.
We all
Show me
jump through.
where.
There you go. That was close enough. The mist swirls around the mirror and begins cracking and tinkling on the edges as it like folds inwards and collapses to the ground. And where there was once glass, there is now a swirling, shimmering blue portal that like seems to extend inwards. It has depth. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light both cross their arms and look at you.
Let's
I
go.
wave.
So who's the last through?
I could be last year, but I'm walking backwards. Like,
Okay. We'll say Oriana has been with you. Nikki has been with you. They both step through. Marty, you step through. Lil Pimp, do you step through?
Oh yeah, yeah.
As you do, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light both give you a nod and say, "It's been a pleasure. We hope to never see you again." And Eli, as Lil Pimp steps through, you hear a clang on the ground, and the pocket watch is there on the ground. And Mr. Witch walks forward, and before you, if you even go to grab it, he's going to slam his staff out at you and reach down and grab it.
how did it fall off?
I had it tied, double knotted.
Things from this realm tend to stay here.
Shit, I'm like, oh,
I didn't know.
To be fair, it actually says in the book that if somebody tries to steal it and step through the portal, it lands on the ground harmlessly.
That's exactly what we tried to do. Okay.
Yeah, it's not me just fucking with you all. But Eli, as you are the last to step through, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light turn to you and say, Mr. Witch says, "Mind the rule of 3, future, present, and past. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. Now go."
Okay, bye.
As you take a backward step through the portal, your vision fades. And if you guys are okay with going a tiny bit longer, I would like to get into the Feywild.
Sure.
Fuck yeah, dude,
That's
I
where
love
we are.
Feywild.
Okay,
It's my favorite.
Okay, well, someone's got some enthusiasm there.
so each of your visions blur into this blue mist, and you are in blackness. And then as your vision clarifies, you are all standing. You all stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding swampy landscape, but large sections of it, like 300 feet long, have been removed and broken down. It's kind of like a Fallout highway, like you can't just walk along it. Way off in the distance, if you follow the eye line of this causeway, you can see floating in the air above the mists that surround this entire area is a Walt Disney castle that is held aloft by some blue stones underneath it. These parts, the parts of the broken causeway remain in place but are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. The air here is a thick, like syrup, but as you breathe in, you guys all get like the faint smell of cotton candy and just fruitiness. And taking in your surroundings for but a brief moment, less than 30 seconds after you guys arrive, there is a puff of pink mist in front of you, and a hunched over, like a toad-like humanoid with like a fungal dress on appears in front of you with a black ledger book and says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. You're all the next arrivals, I see. Well, may I have all of your names, please?"
Little pimp.
Little Pimp. Very well. A dashing one, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am.
And you, Froggy?
Marty Party.
Marty Party. I bet you party hearty. And you?
I'm Eli.
Eli?
Why are you writing our names?
Oh, that is a good question. And you? And this creature takes down Nick. Actually, you know what? Since they're not here. Yep. This creature takes down Nikki's name and Oriana's name in their book, and then snaps it closed, and it disappears in a puff of pink mist, and then says, "To answer your question why I need your names, I'm going to a party later, and I need some new aliases. Anyways, I'll give them back to you." And the creature vanishes in a puff of pink smoke. None of you remember your names anymore.
Oh fuck.
This bitch stole our names.
What? I remember my name because I gave him my nickname.
How do you think that works? Because I'm actually confused about how that works.
What do you mean?
Well, Lil Pimp is your nickname.
It's actually an acronym
For your name.
for my occupation.
Yeah. So, you know what? Yeah, if anybody calls you Lil Pimp, that name is not familiar to you. But you do still acknowledge that your name is Lucius.
Okay.
Unless you've told anybody else, I'm not sure you
You
have.
know what though? You're right though, because that acronym is part of the whole. Lucius is in there. Man, your call. I'll go with it.
I'm gonna say you do not acknowledge being called by Lil Pimp. That has never been your name. You've been Lucius your entire life.
Okay.
But both the rest of you, Marty and Eli and Nikki and Oriana, none of you you don't remember what your name is.
We remember each other's names?
Mm-mm. You know these people. They're familiar. You've just spent like an entire day at a carnival with them, but you can't. Froggy? Something like that?
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Anyways, as this happens, you were all still standing on top of the Queen's Causeway, and looking down, you can see there are very easily scalable, like large mushrooms and handholds and footholds to get down safely if you'd like. But in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made out of patchwork material, and it begins to spin out of control, sort of towards your east, as though punctured, causing the wicker basket that hangs from it to swing wildly. The balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog, approximately a mile away to the east.
Did it look like there were people on that?
Make a perception check.
Oh my god. Yeah, 5.
Hard to tell from that distance.
Ooh, should we go try to help?
Yeah, and I think we should try to track down our names.
Oh.
I am dumbfounded. Yes.
Maybe
You guys can try to climb your...
should try to find names for each other.
Yeah. Okay, let's go towards the balloon. No?
I'm trying to think of a name for you.
Yeah. What do we call each other?
Well, you know your name, what your real name is still.
Mine?
Yeah.
I thought GM says I don't remember.
You don't know that you're called Little Pimp, but you've just been Lucius your entire life.
Oh, Lucius. Lucius. My name's Lucius.
Lucius. You're hipster.
Okay. I'll call you Greenie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greenie. Let's go Greenie. Okay, let's go Greenie.
Okay. Let's go to the balloon. I can't hear you, Pierce.
Sorry. There look to be somewhat naturally grown mushrooms, like large shelf mushrooms that you could all easily climb your way down. No checks required. There are also carved in handholds and footholds if you would like to take those down, or you could try to make your own way down.
I'll just do whatever's carved in there.
Okay. Very easily. It's almost as if it was made to climb up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way and splash your way onto the muddy bottom.
How far off was the thing that crashed?
It looked to be about a mile away to the east. Do you all make your way down to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all splash down, and the swampy floor is covered in about like an inch, not quite up to your ankles, of murky water. As you splash down, Greenie, a giant crane that was hidden behind what looked like a log, like flaps out and flutters off into the distance. And this crane looked to be about as big as the swan you guys rode earlier. Sticky mud squelches beneath your feet, and tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms cling to rotting logs and stumps that are scattered throughout the marsh. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by tongues of hungry frogs. Not greenies.
Okay.
Coming from one direction are several voices joined together in a marching song. The singing begins to grow louder and louder as off in the distance, about 60 feet away, you can see 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. 2 of them are tugging at the reins of a giant snail, and the others carry clubs and slings. They're about 60 feet away, closely approaching.
I put Greenie in front of us and put my hand up.
Okay. Eli or Hipster, is there anything you'd like to do?
Have they noticed us already?
It looks like it. Looks like they're making a beeline straight towards you.
Ooh. Okay. Like, we mean no harm.
Can I hide before they get too close?
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check. If you'll excuse me, I have a song to sing you all.
Oh, by all means.
As they approach closer, you all hear, "With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to one wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin he'll show his cunning, a flash of his scarf he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt his long scarf," this is fucking long. "Quick
Jesus,
as a
they're
bolt,
singing.
his long scarf trailing, gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agdon Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismeer." And as this song ends, what was your stealth?
18.
18. As this song ends, they don't know. None of them seem to notice you. But one approaches, seemingly the leader, and has their weapons drawn. And he approaches you and says, well, hello, my name is Jedek. Be kind, this will be all over soon. This is a robbery, by the way. Stick your hands up. Give everything you have to us.
Dagger.
We've already been robbed. What?
Oh,
Already
well.
been robbed.
Welcome to Prismere, then.
Dagger. I'm throwing a dagger.
You're throwing a dagger?
I'm throwing a dagger. Yeah.
Go to make an attack at advantage.
I guess I see this. I'll take a surprise attack. Can I do that?
Well, we will see.
That's a natty.
Oh, damn. When it matters.
Yeah. That's gonna be 10 points of damage. No, that's not true. 12 points of damage.
12
Doubled.
points of damage. Okay, let me see.
Oh, I get sneak attack damage too, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Because I also get to double that. That's 8 more points of damage.
Holy shit! So 20.
That's a fucking lot, yeah.
Okay, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you're doing it towards the leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Greedy, as you are hidden behind one of the logs, you just poke your head up.
Spit one out.
Shuriken. You have it in your mouth, and you spit out a dagger, like perfectly, like throwing a dart, and it lands in the side of this Herringon's neck, and it just falls over, crumples dead.
What?
The rest of them are like, whoa, let's go. This is a surprise round, so Lil Pimp and Hipster, you can make some attacks before you, or do what you want before we roll initiative.
I'm
Are they running
dumbfounded.
away?
Yeah, I'm dumbfounded that the frog did that.
They are not running away. They are all pulling out weapons now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna pick up Greenie
Mhm.
and point him at all of them. Like, stay back, stay back,
Get
stay
two
back.
daggers out.
Make an intimidation check, Lucius.
Okay.
I'm
that's a
gonna
good roll.
I'm gonna attack with 2 daggers. Closest enemy.
You're gonna run up to the closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one that has. It's like pulling out a sling and trying to load a stone in it as you're
A
running up
sling.
to it. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So I had to do 2 hit for each weapon, right? Each hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 to hit.
Misses. Yeah.
This is a cool
Oh, go ahead.
soundtrack.
I know this is intense.
Gundam music. What was the second one, Hipster?
7.
7 again.
so
Misses
sorry.
both. You run up and make 2 slashes with your dagger, and this Herringon is just like, whoa, hold on. Is just trying to back up and load its sling. Now let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Did my intimidation work? I got an unnatural 20.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The remaining 5 Herringons, the 3 that were that had melee weapons and were beginning to like rush up to you, take a step back and are all holding in their place about 10 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, go and roll initiative.
What do they look like?
These are rabbits that are standing on 2 feet.
Rabbits.
10.
Hold on. Okay, anybody give above 20?
Oh yeah, I got a 22.
What happened here? Fuck. I got 4. I'm rolling so bad.
What'd you get, Greenie? 10?
22.
Yeah, 10.
Oh, Greenie. But he said Ricky.
Okay. 6. Okay, so they rolled pretty well. Up first is one of the ranged Herringons who loads his sling and pulls back and fires at Greenies for killing their leader. That is going to be
Can I move Greenie? Is Greenie still in my hands, or did he?
Do you have a reaction to move somebody?
I don't think so.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna say you're providing a perfect target in front of you.
All right, you're taking the shot from me.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20 to hit.
That hits.
You take. I don't know how to read that D4. Yeah, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock hits you square in the chest.
Oh.
Oh God! Oh.
And that is that one's turn. Lucian, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to first drop the frog.
Yep.
And I'll run up to the nearest one and do hit him with my pimp cane.
I'm gonna make it melee. This is a herringon that's holding a club.
Okay. 15.
That hits.
Okay. So then. Well, I never understood this. On the top it says 1d6 plus 3, and then on the bottom it says 1d8 plus 3. Which one do I do?
That's if you're holding it one hand or two hand. I'll let you decide right now.
Oh. If I do it two hand, can I still do bonus action flurry of blows?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. If I did it one hand, could I?
Yeah, because then you have your offhand to punch him twice.
We're gonna do one hand.
Okay.
You take 8 points of damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna bonus action flurry of blows.
So if it's a one-handed, do you do the top damage or the bottom damage? Like how it gives you the two options.
You do the lesser amount.
I see.
Okay, and then I'll do a flurry of blows.
Okay, this one is looking pretty fucked up. Your
Okay.
one crack with your pimp cane like cracks its jaw and it's just hanging limply.
Oh God. 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
That one misses.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's it. And then,
I think with flurry of blows you can attack twice.
oh, can I?
Yeah.
Dope. Do I need to roll again?
Mhm.
Hell yeah. This one's way higher, so like 23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Don't even roll damage. This thing has one hit point as you just punch it straight in the sternum and it like gasps out of breath and just falls backwards.
For no reason whatsoever, I'm gonna yell, "Hadouken!" and right in the
Okay.
chest.
Okay. That brings us to one of the ranged ones who is going to load up its sling and fire at you, Lil Pimp.
You can try.
Going to be, well, it certainly can. 15 to hit.
That hits. He did it. He did it.
You take 5 points of damage as you just punch this herringon back and like turn to the rest of them, and a rock hits you square in the forehead.
Jesus.
One of the melee rabbits runs up next to the other one who hasn't quite got there, so it doesn't have pack tactics. Actually, it's about 10 feet away still, so it's going to take like a 10-foot running start and then jump 20 feet in the air and land behind you, Lil Pimp. And it's going to make a swipe at your head with its club.
Oh no.
Oh, that's going to miss. It's a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah. So that's that one's turn. Greenie, that brings us to you.
How many are there? 2 of them?
There are only 3 left, or 4 left, I'm sorry.
4 left. Yeah, I'm
Wait,
going
nope,
to...
3 left.
3 left, okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw another dagger at the one closest to me, as long as it's still
Okay.
in range.
Yep. You'd have to. There's one right up next to you. If you're throwing the dagger, it'd be at disadvantage. But there is another one in the back that you could throw the dagger at.
I'll take out my short sword then and hit him with that instead.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Yep.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action disengage
Okay.
and get closer to Lucian.
Okay, you disengage and sort of you just have to step like 5 feet back and away and swing around Lucian's
Yeah.
side. Okay. That brings us to Hipster and then Lucian. You're on deck.
All right. I am going. So I'm still next to the archer
Mhm.
guy. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him with my staff and just the sickle.
Okay.
Ooh, 19 hit.
I am actually, hold on, some weird shit happens. So on the that hits, you can go ahead and roll damage. On the, because you guys have killed 2. On the first one that you killed, the greenie, when it hit the ground, like the moment it hit the ground, its body began to turn into stone. And by this point, it is a full statue.
Mm.
The one you killed, Lil Pimp,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens. It's dead on the ground.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, Hipster,
5 points of
5.
damage.
Okay.
And then the sickle, 5 to hit. Wait, no, 7 to hit.
Yeah, that
Okay.
misses.
Okay, that's it.
If you are hitting. Okay. That one is the ranged one that quite hasn't gotten its sling up yet. Is looking pretty hurt. Lucius, it's your turn.
The one that went behind me.
Mhm.
Could I? I'm gonna try to get behind it.
Okay.
And do a little speedy get behind it,
Just do
and
a little
then
dance.
yeah, and then for my action, can I do flurry of blows?
I think. Are you trying to do some weird bonus action swapping?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it. Sure.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna do flurry of blows on him.
Okay. It'll take your action and a key point still.
Oh, it does.
Mhm.
Does flurry of blows take a key point?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
You can just make for free. You can make an unarmed attack as a bonus action.
We're actually just gonna do staff of striking, just
Okay.
normal. We're gonna do 2-hand though this time.
Alrighty. You heft up on it. Give him a good
Yeah.
whack.
Sorry. What's 8 plus 5?
12.
13?
13.
Yeah.
That just hits.
Okay. Okay, now damage. Um, 7 points of damage. And then I'm gonna use a key point to do a bonus action dodge. Right?
Ah. Yep.
I can do that?
You could also do a dodge as an action. But yes,
Oh.
you can do one as a bonus action.
Okay. So instead of the staff of striking, I could have just done a dodge action.
Yeah, you could have made your attack with your action and then bonus action done the dodge. I don't know if that's what you did. We're all good.
Okay.
This one is looking really fucked up. It's like its fur is like blood matted, and it looks up at you with its like bunny eyes enlarging, the pupils. She's like, please, it was just we're just doing what we need to do to live. But that brings us to the ranged one that you are dealing with, Hipster. It takes a step back and loads its sling up again. You can actually make a opportunity attack, I believe.
Nice. That's 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
It has to be a melee attack.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll just use my staff. That's 6.
As this one turns hide to slip away, you just hit it in the back with your staff, and it conks to the ground, seemingly dead. Yep, dead. Lying motionless.
So I get the Dark One's blessing when I reduce
Nice.
someone down to 0. So I have 6 extra hit points.
Very helpful low levels.
Is that a warlock? What are you playing? Warlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, fiend warlock.
Fuck yeah.
So that brings us to the melee one next to you, Lil Pimp. It's going to, just in the middle of its pleading, take a cheap shot at your ankles.
Good luck.
Ooh, natural 18.
It's at disadvantage.
Oh, good. Natural 15.
You bitch. Okay, that got me.
That is, don't worry, it's only 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And this one, with the strike, it doesn't take the disengage action, but it looks to kick off of you and run away.
Okay. Is that a reaction or
If
no?
you'd like, you can take a reaction, yeah.
Oh yeah. If just cheap shot at me. I'm gonna pimp slap it.
Okay.
We'll do an unarmed strike.
All right.
$19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll a d4 plus your strength modifier.
7 points of damage. 6. 6
You
points of damage.
bitch slap this thing into death. As it just like, you backhand it and you all hear a crack and this thing spins around twice before hitting the ground. And as soon as it touches the swampy ground, you could already see its flesh begin to decay and bones begin to expose as this thing seems to be being eaten alive before your very eyes.
Oh my god.
That brings us to the last remaining melee Harangon. It drops its clubs and tries to jump on the... It's going to take the disengage action and try to jump on top of the hostage snail that it has. And is... since it took its disengage action, it's just up there, sort of like, come on, you son of a bitch. But the snail's not moving. And that brings us to Greenie and Hipster.
I'm gonna spit a dagger at him.
Okay, go ahead.
18 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of damage.
As it's just, come on. It just falls off the side, a dagger in its chest.
Is it dead?
It is. Oh, well, let's find out. As it falls off and you hear a splash, you turn around to check if it's dead, and by the time you get to it, it is already like halfway decomposed.
No.
But it is dead, for sure.
Yeah, I want to investigate the corpses and
Go
see
ahead.
why some are dying, turning to stone, and others are decomposing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 11.
Looking over all the corpses, it does seem oddly random. The one that turned to stone doesn't have any injury or signifier on it why it turned to stone. Same with the other ones that decomposed rapidly. You don't seem to be able to find any difference between any of them.
That's odd.
While I'm investigating them, can I search through their stuff, see if there's anything worth taking?
Yes, with that investigation check, you find all of their weapons. If you'd like any slings or simple clubs, along with that, you don't find any money, but you do find some trinkets. Where's my D8? You find in the pocket of one, it's air, but it's cotton candy if it was like infinitesimally like small strands that are almost just like wisps of air, but you can pull it apart, and if you tasted it, perhaps it would taste similar to cotton candy.
Yeah,
You
I'll
do not
taste
find
it.
any. It is cotton candy,
Oh, okay.
but like very airy, and like you hold it and it almost just like floats up, and there's no gravity to it. And the nearby snail, if it could look at you with pleading eyes, it does.
Does it have like anything like around its neck or anything? Wait, where is
yeah.
that snail from? I forgot about the snail.
The snail was being led by these brigands.
Oh yeah.
And it does have a harness and a bit on.
I'll go and start trying to take those off of it.
Easily enough, you can free this snail from its captive bonds, and it slimes you with its mouth and fangs.
Free little friend.
And if you don't stop it, begins slowly just crawling away into the swamp.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop.
Are you okay, Lucian?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. Ain't no one gonna harm me.
Yes, I can't believe they were going to rob us. Those bastards.
Were they bunnies?
They were.
I think so.
Thank God. I don't know why bunnies and frogs have gotten so violent these days. You know?
It's a
You
war
all
of
feel
species.
you all feel a rumbling on the ground as swamp water begins to rise, now to your ankles.
Oh. We need to get through this. Or out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to well, which direction should we go?
Are we still going to help those people that crashed?
Yeah, let's go that way.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I totally did too when I was punching bunnies.
Reminded of the tumbling balloon. I forgot what it's called. You guys continue your way east, and after about 5 minutes, this swamp water, Low Pip and Greenie, is kind of, well, Greenie, for you can swim. Low Pimp, things are getting concerning. You're like up to your chest or your neck wading through water. You can eventually find high points and logs that you can stand on, but travel is slow and meticulous.
Can you hold on to me as I'm swimming?
I was just thinking that. Can I like a floaty?
I'd say you can, and because it's in water, it's not going to affect your travel speed all too much.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a raft.
Yeah, because you are both small sized. Eventually, you can make your way east to a crumbling. You guys make your way east to a crumbling stone tower that rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. At its base, black brambles surround the tower and cling to its lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak, so like on this side, you see a large woven basket, and at the end of it, a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles about 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. The tower is about 50 feet tall and 20 feet in diameter.
I hate to do this, guys, but I gotta go.
I was gonna call it after this description because you guys also level up to 3 after that.
Hell yeah!
Fight.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So we will pick up in the Feywild, hopefully with everybody
Yeah.
at level 3, investigating this swamp balloon.
Tower of
It's gonna be
Pizza.
Fiona up there.
Fiona.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Give her the frog.
Alright.
Okay, it's good seeing you guys.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you, Pierce.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye,
You guys
guys.
take care.